evil guys.
All right, today we're going to take a look at the Watabou generator for villages. And they have a different selection here. We're going to scroll down. There's the village generator. Let's take a look at this and see what we can come up with. Oh, that village looks okay. Snow wall. It's the menu here. We can scroll down and look at the different options. We'll go through these individually at some point here. Take a look at the style settings. So you can load and apply styles, save your styles once you have them, or you can download a style from a link that they have on the ProcGen Arcana. I'm going to pick sand. I think something close to the water, sandy, sounds nice, doesn't it? Something warm. So we're going to load that file that we downloaded, and here we go. Style settings are changed. The colors are different, and that looks much warmer. I really like that, and the colors of the water look great. There aren't any fields. We could change the options on any of these that we go through, but we don't have to. We just leave it alone. And the houses don't really stand out to me. I'd like to see something, dark, burnt by the sun. So maybe I'll pick a reddish color. We'll darken it up a little bit. Little more. There we go. I like that. And we apply it. Oh, there's still some houses that aren't really popping. So I'm going to change the color of those a little bit too. And we'll just vary it. It doesn't have to be anything specific. I mean, we're letting the procedural generator do most of the work. And I like having the different colors of houses. We don't want to slope the roofs, I don't think. We'll just leave them flat. But I'd like to see a little more variation in color. So we apply that effect, and that looks really nice. Look at that. There's a nice variety in there. We could change the roof type if you really want. We could go with a ruin, but yeah, that doesn't even really look like a village anymore. I think we'll just go back to flat roofs. And I'm just going to apply that, and let's look at the terrain options. Yeah, we have different kinds of contours for the different kinds of terrain. We don't have to change any of these settings. We could just... Well, let's take a look at this color. The ground looks okay. And up on the other menu, we have shadow, length, and angle. I noticed the shadows are quite long. That's not really what I was going for. We want the bright sun right up above us. We'll just change the shadow length to 0.5. That looks about right. Now, looking over here at the different types of trees, we could change them. Want something with a little more roundness, softness to it. It doesn't really look much like a oasis kind of desert village anymore. I think we'll just stick with palm. And looking over here at miscellaneous, we have the ink, paper colors. We can change the stroke. I like the thinner strokes to be a little lighter. It makes the outline stand out a little bit more. And the roads look pretty good to me. Just looking through the options here, I think we're done with the style settings. Let's look at our village. That looks really nice. If we wanted to rename it now, we could pick something, I don't know, deserty, desert punk town place. Yeah. And there's quite enough people there, I think it's just going to round that value up anyhow. So looking at the map parameters, we can change the size of the map. It doesn't actually have to be square. We could enter, 300 by 800 custom. That sounds great. Let's just take a look at that. Oh, that's a tall one. Yep. So yeah, if you're doing some vertical scrolling there on your VTT, You could definitely go with something like that, but I think we'll stick with something more square. So if you click on the different parameters they highlight, the ones that are highlighted are the ones that we'll get. So here's just an isolated village. Not very interesting. Let's pick a few more options. Near the coast, dense, no highways, maybe orchards. We'll leave that one on. Organic gives us a nice randomness to the village. And they don't have a village square, I don't think. So, well, maybe they do. And palisades. Who doesn't like palisades? And there we go, a little walled village right on the coast. That looks pretty neat. And taking a look here, maybe there's a few things we don't like. Let's try confluence. And we want some roads going to this place. I mean, what are they? Just on an island somewhere? Yeah, and a little more dense. There we go. That looks great. And maybe over here there's some little fields or something. I don't know. We can generate it again. That's a lot of water. And let's change it up a little bit more. We can go through these options all day. I mean, we could click and unclick options, change things around a little bit, or just keep slapping that enter key. We could just change it, change it, change it. We don't even have to stop. We could just do this all day. Sure, why not? That one looks all right. If you want to save it wherever you're at, you just click permalink and copy that, and you can paste that link back into your browser. Or if you open up a new village map, you can click permalink and paste it back in, and then just hit generate. You'll get the same map that you started with. You can keep going again the next day. There we get a new village, and permalink is different. So we just paste our old permalink in there, just like so. Generate, and hey, we're back to our old village. That's great. Nice to see the old place. And if we put it up in our browser window, we could also paste it up there and go to, it'll take you to a new page without. We don't really want to do that. Well, let's change the number of trees. It's a little bit too many trees, so some trees is better than a lot of trees, I think. Since this is a desert, even though it's kind of an oasis along this river. Now we got some nice sand. We're changing the lighting on it. And on the layers menu, you can turn off and on the shading, the fields. I don't really like the fields. It is a desert. I don't think they would have big fields. And I turn off the relief just because I don't like the extra lines. So let's just turn off some of these layers and clean it up a little bit. You can have the driveways on if you want, but it doesn't really look that nice. The map's a little easier to read if you can limit the amount of detail. And there is a spotlight feature. I'm not going to say too much about it. You can try to adjust it for sunlight and shadow to get like a time of day sort of effect, but it honestly doesn't work very well on a two-dimensional map. It's not going to change the shadows for you. It's just going to basically darken one side and lighten the other. And I think we could probably just do that with our imaginations. But that's not going to stop me from playing with all the buttons. Let's see, center light. That looks pretty much the same. Let's disable this, and we'll go back to the map. There is something else we could do here. So this is what it looks like when you paste your permalink into a new window, browser window. You're missing some of the options though, like where's the permalink setting now? It's not there, so we can't save it again from there. So we want to make sure you're using the itchy.io site and you get the permalinks and you get the export options, which is nice. We don't want to use it directly from the GitHub site. It doesn't work quite as well. All right, that's the tool. You saw how easy it is. If I can use it, trust me, you can too. Go ahead and click the link below to start building your own custom village maps. Oh, and hey, if you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button. It can actually help us more than you think, and it means we get to keep making stuff like this. We've also got a bunch of free tools and goodies over at the B-Bag Adventures website. Check the links in the description. Thanks for watching. Now, go build something cool.